Hi everyone, it's Joanna. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for clicking on the link. If you're a returning subscriber, thanks for coming back. I usually film videos about beauty, plus size fashion, hauls, Primark, home bargains, B&M, those kinds of things. I buy lots of makeup and I review and I show hauls. So if that's your thing, please subscribe. I'm going to do a get ready with me with affordable products. I'm going to talk about the prices and how I like these products. And this is the makeup look that I end up making. So you'll see what I've got on my face at the moment. And yeah, let's start the get ready with me. Just so you know, I am 46. My skin is sensitive. I have a little bit of rosacea, not a lot of texture, not a lot of wrinkles. I have a skincare video if you want to see what I like using. And yeah, so let's move on to the get ready with me. Oh, and I'm going to mention this in the video, but my eyesight is not very good. And I'm also colorblind. So if you're like me, maybe consider subscribing. Now let's move on to the video. So I started filming this section and then I realized that I was wearing the lipstick I'm going to show you, which is amazing. Anyway, I start off with my Luminous Putty Primer by e.l.f. I think this is around £5-6. I will write the price above because I found the price for most of the products I'm going to mention. Anything that I haven't, I'll try to add as a text on top when I'm editing. Hopefully I won't forget. So yeah, I really like this primer. It's very buttery. It actually feels like butter. It is slippery a little bit, and it helps my makeup last. This is supposed to be luminous. You can see there is a little bit of luminosity. I have you on a computer. You're sitting right on top of my computer, and I've brought my computer really, really low. So if you see a little bit of a shadow, that's why. Sorry, guys. So that is the primer. Now, my favorite foundation from the drugstore, from Boots, Superdrug, wherever you want, the most affordable range anyway, is from NYX. It's the Born to Glow. I am in the shade Vanilla. I really, really like this foundation. This is £10. It lasts really well on my skin. A little bit goes a long way. I apply it with my finger. So let me I apply a lot of makeup with my fingers because I am visually impaired. I'm registered as like severely visually impaired, and this gives me a bit more control. Instead of using a brush, when I use my hands, I just put the foundation everywhere, and you know, that helps me feel a little bit more secure. Now, when I apply this for an everyday makeup look, because that's what I'm going to try to do here today, I don't really use a concealer. I think that this is enough. It's medium coverage. Born to Glow is medium coverage. I'd say it's quite long lasting. Does it last all day long? No. Does it cover up your skin? Let me just bring you closer. Does it cover up any spots and stuff? Yes, but you can still see my skin. So yeah, I really like this foundation. Now I'm going to be pausing to finalize stuff because I don't know how to speed up. So let's pause. Okay, so I'm just going to pat everything in. I think this shade is a little bit light for me, but I'll bronze it up and it's fine. And I can't see it. So now I am going to use a little bit of concealer because I like the inner corner of my eye to be a bit not so dark, because I think it's darkness. There's a little bit of shadow. So I just use my long-time favorite, which is the anti-age, the eye eraser from Maybelline, and I just use a little bit and just tap that in as well. I'll just tap this in until I feel that there is enough and it's, you know, set. So that's what I'm going to do. My eyelashes and everything gets full of concealer, so I always wipe excess off my hands and then just go back in. As I said, it's easier for me to control stuff when I'm using my fingers instead of a brush. I do use brushes though, so you will see me using brushes in a little bit. I'm going to use my concealer brush actually just to pat everything in. This might have a little bit of my the powder I use, which is the Paperie hyaluronic powder under my eyes, but I'm not using that today. So if there is any left on the brush, that's why. I'm checking with my big magnifying glass, my magnifying mirror here, just to see. It's really dirty, but yeah. I'm going to wait a few minutes for everything just to set a little bit, and then I'm going to use the eye eraser. I didn't mention the price. Hang on, because I found the prices for you. The eye eraser is $8.99. And did I mention the NYX that it's £10? Now, moving on to a little bit of highlighter. My friend gave this to me. I haven't used this before. I've had it for quite a while. What I'm going to do is, this is the Revlon Color Stay Endless Glow. I think she mentioned that it's a goldy color, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, have I told you that I'm an achromat? That means that I can't see colors. I see black, gray, scale, those kinds of colors. So I've put a little bit on my hand there. Do you see it? I don't know if you can see it. There. So I'm just going to get a little bit, and then with my mirror, I'm going to tap this on my, where I would like the highlighter to be. This is the only cream product I'm going to use, and I'm not going to use any other highlighter. So I'm just going to go in again, the bone here, just to have a little bit of highlight, and then a bit more, just a little bit of highlight. I just pat that in. And a little bit more. I might go in for a little bit more actually. Let's just put a little bit more on my hand. There you go. Whoa. I think I've put a little big blob. Anyway, so I'm gonna go in. I've put too much on my finger. I'm gonna go in here and then just pat that in. Because, as I said, no more highlighter. I'm going to stop and I'm just going to show you when I'm done. Now, I like to put a little bit of highlighter here as well. I don't know, I like my cheeks to be a bit glowy, but just a little bit. So, bronze. Now, as I said, this is, I don't know if you can see what you can see, but I can't see it that well. This is the Color Stay Endless Glow from Revlon. In terms of bronzer, I'm going to use the Sun-Kissed Primer Infused Bronzer by e.l.f. And just a tip, because I mix my brushes, I always use like my black, like I have this brush that has a black handle for, you know, very pigmented stuff. And then a lighter brush when I'm blending. So putting a little bit of the, oh yeah. And then just a bit on the top of my head, and a little bit here, a little bit there. I'm not really gonna contour today, just a bit of bronzer. Bronze up the face. And there we go. Put a lot of bronzer. So this is the e.l.f. I've used it only once. I don't know how I feel about it. I think, let me just see on in my mirror. I think it does give you some color. So as you can see, there is a bit of color there. I think it might be easy to blend, and I think that like you don't get a lot of pigmentation, so it's easier for people like me who have vision problems to use, because you won't put it on your face and you'll be like scared. So that's all. I'm gonna blend my bronzer with my blusher in a minute. The blusher I'm gonna use is Rimmel Maxi Blush. It's a powder blush, and I have the color Wild Card. Now this is very pigmented, so whenever I use this, I make sure that I do not go in heavy-handed. So I found my blusher brush. I'm going to use this one from Echo Tools. Just gonna, oops, sorry, I almost used my more blusher, no, more bronzer. So this is very pigmented. Oh, okay. Just put a bit here and a bit there. As you can see that there. So just go up a little bit, and then just blend it a bit, and I'll just put a bit more, and then just gonna go all over my face with a bit more bronzer. Not bronzer, just the bronzer brush. Now, I used the Maxi Blush. Now let's move on to the eyes. Now I'm going to use my I Love Color Intensifier Primer on my eyelids. I've already put a little bit of foundation on there, so I'm just going to use a little bit of this and then spread it all over my eyelids. This has a little bit of color, so let's just dab that in. Okie-dokie. I'm gonna just, you can hear the washing machine. Just gonna pause. Now this is the Endless Glow from, oops, sorry. This is the Essence I Love Color Intensifying Eyeshadow Primer, and I like this. I think that it does help with my eye, like helping the eyeshadow stay. Now I'm going to use, and those are like £2 or something. You can get them at Wilko's. Essence is carried by Wilko's. Now this is from I think it's called Makeup Obsession. The color I have is Linen. It's this color here, and I'm just going to put this all over my eye. As I said, easy makeup look. And yeah, I don't know if I've used this before. I probably have, because I've had it for a year or so. But just going to apply some on my eye. I use my finger, as I said, but I do go in with a brush when I do eyeshadows. So I've applied a little bit with my finger, and now I'm going to pause, find the brush, and then use a brush. So I'm using this M&S eyeshadow brush. I got it from M&S. I like it. It's autograph and it's got two sides, so I like that. And I'm just going to blend this and, you know, make sure it's gone all over the eyelid with the brush. See, the little brushes I can use because I have control over them. It's the big fluffy brushes that I'm scared of when I'm applying lots of foundation and things. I just forget. Now, just going to make sure my inner corner is okay. And then I'm going to tap a little bit more with my finger on the moving eye, on the eyelid. So just tap a little bit more. Yep. And here, I don't know what color this is, but I think it looks really nice. Can you see that? You're probably like, oh man, she's done a terrible job. I think it's looking not bad. Now, I'm just going to double check everything with my mirror and then I'll come back to you. So I've put on, as I said, this is Obsession. I think it's called Linen. That's what it looks like. Oops, sorry, can you see that? That's what it looks like there. Then I'm going to use my, if I find it, my e.l.f. eyebrow pencil. Again, these are like really affordable. I think like £5 or £6. And I'm just gonna draw a few lines here at the base of my eyebrow, just little lines, and then just wherever I need a few things. I don't go too heavy-handed with this because once I did and my eyebrows looked really dark. So I've drawn them a little bit, just a little bit, not too much, because when you wear glasses, you should be trying to do as much as you can on your eyebrows. So I'm just brushing them a little bit, and then I'm going to use my e.l.f. again. What's it called? Eyebrow product. Hang on, let me just show you what this is called so you know. I don't know, it doesn't say what it is, but this is what it looks like. So it is the ultra precise brow pencil. So that's the brows done. Now we're going to use the eyebrow brow setter. Now this is a clear eyebrow and lash mascara. I think this is like £7 or something. I just use, I'm not 100% sure about this. I'm just going to use the brow bit. And I used the clear, because you might have seen this. It's got like clear mascara for everyday makeup, but I wasn't a real fan. I didn't think it did anything. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of this just to, you know, set the eyebrows. And once I do that, I'm just going to tap that in, and yeah. So those are the eyebrows done. I need to get them done properly at Superdrug. Now, in terms of mascara, I love the Essence Lash Princess. This is £3 and very affordable, long lasting, and the only bad thing about these is that they dry quickly. So I'm just going to apply a few coats of this. This is the Total False Effect. Now I'm going to put some of this on my eyelashes. I can't really apply mascara. Oh, I'm going to get it all over my place. All over the place. Let's just apply a bit. So I'm just going to apply the mascara off camera and come back. So I've just applied a little bit. I just, so you know, because I couldn't do it on camera, I just go in and then just go like wiggle and go up, and then wiggle and go up, and just apply a few coats. And I'm just going to wait for this to dry a little bit, and then I will continue my makeup. Get ready with me with affordable products. Waiting for this to dry means this. Okay, now I just bought this because I watched YouTube videos saying, oh, this is amazing. This is amazing. This is amazing. So it is called the Milani, hang on, let me see what it's called. So Milani Fetish Shine Lipsticks. This is £11. It is 85% a blend of nourishing oils. It feels amazing on the lips. I'm going to apply some now. This is like a balm. According to the website, the Boots website, it's supposed to like have the coverage of a lipstick but feel really balmy, and it does. And I was wearing it earlier and I was like, oh, I need to take it off. I drank with this coffee and it didn't go all over my face, which was what I was worried about because it is quite slippy, but it was amazing. So I just went in a few more times with this, And when you apply it on like one swatch, let me just show you one swatch on my hand. So that's my hand. That's what it looks like. I love how it's glowy and it feels so comfortable. It feels like a lip oil, but it has like color, and it's got a glow and it's shiny and it's really, really nice. So I am going to look at myself and just check if there's anything, and then I'm going to take my hair down. Just going in with my blending brush finally. And so that's my get ready with me. As I said, I'm not a makeup artist, I'm a teacher. I just love buying makeup and trying. I'm visually impaired, so if you're like me, please consider subscribing to my channel, because you know, we can learn about makeup and makeup application together, and just leave any suggestions, any products that you like using. And if you are, you know, if your vision is amazing and you saw something and you thought, oh, maybe you should try this, please let me know. Constructive feedback is always appreciated. I'll see you in my next video. Just a few close-ups. I don't know if there's anything you want to see. I might have a few flaws or something, but yeah, I'll just ask my partner later on just to see everything's okay before I go out. But this is going to go on the YouTube. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, because that helps me understand what types of videos you enjoyed. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.